Hello, welcome to the queue. This is Operation MLEC 2, and it is USA, UK, China. Here's the buys. 55, we got tech, 5 infantry, which gets us a free infantry, 2 transports, 1 battleship. We're going to save $2. On to UK, they have 51 to spend. They got tech, they got a factory, they got an air base, 5 infantry, there's the free one, and armor for 5. And China has 15, they're going to buy 5 infantry, and there's the free one. And let's go to the US. They have no attacks because they are not at war. We are, however, going to take transport and a transport, 2 infantry, tank, and artillery, and go here to West Indies. I guess we'll move all the other ships as well. Cruiser, 2 destroyers. We'll leave the fighter there. The 2 anti-aircraft guns are going to rail to the other side of the world. And the other side of the world is Central America with the 2 mechs that were there. All right. No movement up there other than this carrier is going to go 1, 2, 3 into the Mediterranean, or not the Mediterranean, the Caribbean with the rest of the forces, and we're going to take this tactical with it. And he'll go 1, 2, 3. All right, so that'll be on there. I think this fighter will follow at an air base, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll land on the carrier as well. So we'll have that going over. The rest is pretty much going to stay, I believe. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so let's take this over here and put it in A26 with everything else. And let's place our goods. So we got 3 infantry going into Southwest United States. All right. And that factory is a minor, so we can only put 3. We can put 6 here because we got 2 minors. I don't know if the free infantry counts towards the factory build, though. Either way, we're only placing 2 infantry, 2 transports, and a battleship that we purchased. So that's 5. The free infantry would be 6, but I don't know if that counts towards the stack. Or if it has to go at a factory for that matter. But anyway, that is that. So we'll have 55 next turn, plus the 2 we saved, 57. And next turn we'll be rolling a dice for tech, determine how much we got to pay. All right, so I'll just do at the end a recap of everything. On to Britain, we do have some attacks there. We got 2 infantry in Nigeria and a bomber coming into Equatorial Africa. We've got here in Egypt, we're going to grab an infantry, put them on the transport, come into Sudan. The artillery is going to walk down. We'll take 2 tacticals down from Egypt, and we'll bring this cruiser over 1, 2 for a bombard. So I'll put him in the land zone. Next, we're going to go after this sub here. So we'll bring out 1, 2, and we're going to bring out a fighter and tactical, and they'll go 2 back. So that'll be that. We'll try and clean that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go at Iraq. We got 2 fighters in India. 1, 2, 3. They'll have movements of 2 left. We got an infantry, artillery walking in from Iran. We got a tank driving across into Iran. This transport will go 1, grab the infantry, 2, and he'll come in as well. And let's bring this battleship 1, 2, and he'll bombard. All right, the rest is non-com, right? Nothing's happening up north. So that's it. Let's roll some dice. Right here, we got a sketchy one. We've got 2 1s And then the bomber is 2 2s, and we'll bring in a dice for the Vichy French. All right. 2 hits, but they got 1. Savages. All right, so Vichy goes that. We'll lose the chip. Such is the war of attrition. Put that Frenchie up there. All right, next battle is the Sudan. There will be 2 green dice for the Italians. We have a bombard of the cruiser. We've got 2 tacticals that are firing at 3 regardless. Interesting. So we'll target select 1, and then the other, which I think I can only target. I can't send 2 target selects on 1 unit, I don't think. Yeah, either way, we'll put the other one in here for regular combat. Or should we? I'll roll it separate as well, just in case I can. And then we've got an infantry artillery. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, bombard, there 2. All right, so let's set that aside. Let's roll the first target select. I hate you. All right, if this is a target select, the second one will be a hit. All right, so let's assume that it is a target. So I can target select with 2 on that one. So I'll put that up there, and we'll roll this one for the artillery. It would have missed anyway. All right, so let me roll the rest of the dice in the cup. And we got 1 hit, and they got 1 hit. So the war of attrition continues. So we will lose that infantry. And let's move on to the sub battle. All right, so there's no target select because you can't target select subs. So we have a 3 and a 4 for the fighter attack destroyer, and the sub is a 1, so that's a black dice. We'll grab a black dice out of here for the sub so we can roll it all at once. All right, so the sub misses. I was worried that black dice was a 4. I thought it was the sub. So the sub bites the dust, and we lose nothing there. Last battle, Iraq. And there is no target selects, so even though there's an artillery there now, let's put the dice down. We're going to have a bombard of a 4. We have 2 fighters at 3. We have a tank at 3. We have infantry, artillery at 2s. And then we have 1 infantry that is unboosted. And then we'll have 3 green dice for the Iraqis. Let me make sure that is correct. I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. There's 2, 4, 6, 7, and they got 3. All right. Let's see how this goes down. All right, so I see 1, 2, 3 hits. So we take Iraq, and they come back with 1 hit. All right, so casualties are in the attritional value for this round, but they all add up, unfortunately. All right, so that German artillery goes away. That's it for the battles. All right, so let's land our goods. We're going to bring our carrier here from 53 out into A36. The fighter and tactical will land on it. That was in the C zone. We've got a destroyer in A30, 1, 2, 3 into A37. That should pare them down. They're down to 4 ships, so we're doing the attrition battle against the Italians. So that means if they come, they only have 1 ship to go through with the transports. And the 2 fighters from Iraq, 1, 2. The tactical and 2 tacticals from Sudan will land in Egypt. The bomber will continue on into Egypt. So that's those dice, that's those dice, that's those dice. All right, those units are in Iraq. The battleship's there. Destroyer, cruiser, transport is there. Now, what other units do we do? We're going to bring this battleship up to A19. This transport will go 1, 2 up to A19. And there's only 2 German aircraft that can reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they could build a carrier, but that seems like a bad move for a transport and a battleship. Let's see. Let's take 2 of the British fighters and go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Gibraltar. All right. I think that is it for Britain. Are we going to leave our goods there? Was thinking of sending that tank over to Iran. Oh, you know what? I need an infantry, don't I? So 1 infantry will come off the stack and rail to Iran. And we'll leave the tank there. All right, I think that's it. UK is done. So that means we can place 4 infantry and a tank in India. That gets us to our 17 IPP or IPCs. All right. That leaves 2 infantry that go into Belgian Congo. That leaves a air base that goes into Cairo. That leaves a factory going into Iran. And I believe we're done with the bases. So Britain will just be spending money on goods from now on. All right. Let's go up income here. We go one from the French, but they're gone. So let's just move him to 42. From Italy, we take 1. So we go up 1 to 43, and they go down to 2. Iraq was nobody's, so we'll go up 2 there to 45. All right. Is that it for Britain? Let's collect some money. All right, so they're at 45 now. So that will be 25, 45. And let's do some bonus money. We've got the North Africa 5. And then per territory 2. So that would be 2, 4. So we got 4 more. So that is 45.54. So we went up $3 over last turn. I guess that's because we lost that 1. We're not at war with Japan, so we don't get those. That might be next turn, might not. Who knows? We'll see. Up to China now. No, we're not. We got a combat with China. We've got 2 cavalry and a fighter. And that's pretty much it. So we can roll all that at once. So we've got our fighter. We're going to have 2. Oh, no, the cavalry are at 2. So we'll have 2 2s. And then Japan has that 2 back. And let's see how this goes. We get a hit, and Japan does not get an attritional hit, which doesn't matter because those cavalry are dead anyway. Dead, I say, but that gives us a bonus $2. So that's why we do that. All right, so then we'll take these 6 guys and go into Kiangsu. So that gives China 3 total. Let's move Japan down 1 to 40. And then we got our placement of 6. Where is our 6? There's 5 plus the free. They will all go here into Seed Kang, as China gets to do that, which is nice. I don't know if I can land that fighter in there. If I can, I do. If I can't, it's there in Qinghai. So I'll put it on the border. Oh, that Japanese guy has got to go away. And this is not 3 artillery. It's 3 infantry, which really messed me up on that recap. All right. I thought I had it wrong initially. All right. That's it for China. Like I said, they've got $3, but they collect bonus 2 for having 3, so they will have $5 going forward. And that's it for we got the cash is all lined out. We'll do a recap now. What is that? I'm not sure what that was for, unless I had it marking there. Well, anyway, I'll put it there. All right, so here's the recap from left to right. Indies, West Indies, we've got 2 infantry, tank, artillery. The sea zone has 2 transports, 2 destroyers, 1 cruiser, 1 carrier, 1 tactical, 1 fighter. A-21 battleship, 2 transports. You know what? I don't have 4 guys there. I'm going to rail or just drive that mech from San Francisco to New York or Washington. So we'll have 3 infantry, a fighter, and a mech here in Washington. And I'm going to go grab that real quick, because that transport moving 3 guys, or 2 transports moving 3 guys isn't right. All right, so there's our mech. All right, going over. London is 3 infantry, artillery, 4 anti-aircraft guns, mech, 2 Canadians, French fighter, British fighter. A-19 is a battleship transport. Gibraltar, 2 fighters, 2 infantry, AA gun, Canadian infantry, and tank. French Equatorial Africa is 1 dude. Belgian Congo is 2. Sudan is an artillery. What is this here? Cairo, 4 infantry, anti-aircraft gun, bomber, 2 fighters, 2 tacticals. A-53 is a cruiser transport. A-36 is a fighter tactical carrier. There's a destroyer, an A-35, and A-37. Iraq, infantry, tank, armor. Iran, infantry. India, I'm going to have to do some counting. I should have chipped those grays out. It's 4. And 6 is 10. So it's 11 infantry, 1 Australian, 2 tanks, 3 anti-aircraft guns. A-54 is a battleship transport. P-50 is a destroyer. Malaya, 3 infantry and an Australian. Infantry each in the Burmas. Kwangtung is still 2 infantry. Oh, do we want to move those? No, we'll leave that. P-57 is a destroyer sub. Central America is 3 mechs, 2 anti-aircraft guns. The U.S. there, Western, is 2 anti-aircraft guns, 4 infantry, a medium, or not a medium bomber, strategic bomber. And then Hawaii is a carrier, fighter, battleship, 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 1 sub, 2 transports. On the Hawaiian Islands is 3 fighters, 3 infantry, 1 artillery. And then China is 2 infantry in Kansu. I don't know what this one is. Kang is 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 14 infantry and a fighter. And that's it for the US, UK, China.